Okay, great. So just in case anyone else called in, my name is Diana Lee. I'm in the Office of Advanced Reactor Technologies. And I know this is the last presentation for the day, so I'll just try to be fast. I will be presenting the MSRC1 scope on behalf of Carl Sink, who is the federal point of contact. So just as a general background, here's an overview of the Office of Nuclear Energy's mission. We're looking to improve the reliability, safety, and extend the lifetime of current reactors. We also want to improve the affordability of new reactors, develop sustainable nuclear fuel cycles, as well as reduce the risk of nuclear proliferation. Within the Office of Nuclear Energy, we also have the Office of Nuclear Reactor Technologies, which is known as NE7. And NE7 is further organized into three sections, which are NE72 for light water reactor technologies, NE74 for advanced reactor technologies, and NE75 for space and defense power systems. The Office of Nuclear Reactor Technologies, NE7, also collaborates with the Office of Science and Technology Innovation, which is NE4, and the Office of Fuel Cycle Technologies, NE5, to achieve the mission of the Office of Nuclear Energy. However, for this scope, we're going to be focused on proposals that will help the Office of Advanced Reactor Technologies, NE74. So the Office of Advanced Reactor Technologies is organized into the following areas. Under fast reactor technologies, we are focused on the sodium-cooled fast reactor because of its proven performance as in passive safety. And it also provides the possibility for higher burnup and reduced actinides. For high temperature reactor technologies, we're looking at the high temperature gas reactor and some liquid salt cooled systems. And we're looking for uses in electricity as well as process heat. In the advanced reactor generic technologies area, we have been researching materials, instrumentation, energy conversion, and this area has also promoted the use of the technical review panel, which identified areas of research that would benefit from cost sharing with industry. With respect to reactor regulatory framework, we have been working with the NRC to identify areas of research that will help us with future licensing of advanced reactors. This has included modification of the current light water reactor general design criteria so that we can use them and apply them for non-light water advanced reactors. And in the area of advanced reactor system studies, capital, operations, and field costs have been analyzed. So anytime we're looking at possible areas for research, we're trying to improve development and deployment and answer these following questions, such as can we improve affordability, can we enter into non-traditional nuclear energy markets, and how can we improve performance and efficiency. So for fast reactor technologies, we have been working on development and deployment by testing components in the materials engineering testing laboratory. We're looking at several alloys for structural and component use. We have been researching supercritical carbon dioxide for energy conversion. And we've been working with international partners to reduce capital costs. And we have also been researching methods to inspect in the sodium environment. In the high temperature reactor area, we continue to develop and qualify the TRISO fuel, and we have tested it in accident conditions at 1600, 1700, and 1800 degrees Celsius. We are verifying passive decay heat removal capabilities, and we are working to qualify several materials for use in the high temperature reactors. The fluoride salt-cooled high temperature reactor also falls under the category of high temperature reactors, and we have promoted development of this concept through two recent IRPs, one with MIT and one with Georgia Tech. We're also working in several international collaborations, for example, with China and the Czech Republic. So with that background information, here are the details on the MS-RC1 NEOP call. I think in general you've seen that other NEOP calls have honed in on very specific scopes. But for this, we have purposely tried not to be specific. We're trying to encourage proposals that are new to us and innovative and will potentially be game changers to help us move forward in development and deployment of advanced reactors. Many of you may be familiar with the scope because it has been around for a few years. And here are the last few years of awards that we have given in the MS-RC1 scope. In fiscal year 16, we awarded University of Wisconsin with funding to look at overcooling transients in the fluoride salt-cooled high-temperature reactors. And so finally, in summary, the Office of Advanced Reactor Technologies has looked at an array of reactor concepts. For MS-RC1, we're looking forward to proposals that are innovative and will help us support our mission for deployment and development. So with that, I'll invite any questions.
We have the technical point of contact, Phil Sharp, on the line. Phil, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. We will start into the questions. How many pre-proposals were there last year, and how many awards are anticipated?
I can't say off the top of my head how many pre-proposals there were, but I know that we had at least one award. So,
yeah, I think there were about a dozen pre-proposals, if I remember right. Are any of the interests for advanced reactor technologies aimed at potential replacement for the advanced test reactor?
Again, that's something I really don't know off the top of my head. Phil, I don't know if you might know more.
Yeah, I would say given the nature and the history of this particular call, not directly, but if there are some good ideas on what another test reactor or an advancement of the ATR would look like, we could certainly entertain that. But again, it's not something I think historically that's been included.
Are partnerships with industry or national laboratories required for this work scope?
Not required as far as I know, but highly encouraged.
Would advanced fuels for actinide recycle and LWRs be of interest?
For LWRs, we are generally focused on non-light water reactors.
What level of mobility are you defining as a mobile reactor?
That's a question I don't usually get.
I can take a stab at that.
Go ahead.
It can fall within how the mission would be defined. So if a mobile reactor would be for example, a remote outpost, that could be something that would be considered mobile or remote, that could power at the 50 or maybe, the 10 megawatt level. It could be smaller if it's for a farm, maybe pumping water for irrigation in remote location. So really, there's not a specific definition to remote. It kind of depends on how you contextualize the mission of your concept.
Will non-power research reactor designs be supported?
I would say generally yes, but of course we'll have to look at the details of the proposal.
Is there one reactor type in particular which will be a major focus this year?
No, we don't have any specific reactor type that we're focused on.
Are FHRs being de-emphasized in this call due to recent awards on this concept?
I would not say they're being de-emphasized. We're looking at both FHRs with the solid fuel, and we're also interested in what industry has indicated is interesting, which is the liquid fuel molten salt reactors.
I wondered if research on this topic will be incorporated directly into design and construction of the proposed small modular reactor to be sited at INL in conjunction with NuScale.
We'll have to look into what details you're talking about. Of course, some areas can be applied to light water reactors or small modular reactors. But again, I'm not sure what details you're referring to.
Also on RC4, considering the challenges of working with alkali liquid metals, would you consider experiments with wire-wrapped geometries with other fluids?
So other fluids other than sodium?
It's not clarified, but I would
Okay,
assume so.
well, we are focused on sodium fast-cooled reactors, so we'll have to consider what other type of liquids you're looking at.
Let me see. I think Tanju is still on the line.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the line.
Okay.
We would definitely consider alternative fuels. The key there is low Prandtl number. So the coolant that they propose should have a very high conductivity. Did you get that, Drew?
Yes, we got that. Thank you.
Sure.
Those are all the questions we have for the work scopes. Thank you, Diana.
Oh, great. Thank you.